there's no top secret way to just stop paying taxes. There's no magic beans where someone's just going to show up at your house and hand you a second passport. Here at Nomad Capitalist, we talk a lot about important things, about your life, about your money, about your meaning. And there are a lot of misconceptions that have largely been put out there by the media, by TV shows and movies about what this offshore thing is all about. I'm here to tell you that old adage that if you want things in your life to change, you have to change the things in your life. People come to us with a lot of misconceptions, and that is natural because this stuff is confusing for a lot of people. But there's no magic pill you're going to take where suddenly you can just keep doing exactly what you're doing right now, only I'm going to come in and wave a magic wand and just, no more taxes legally. This isn't about some sovereign citizen nonsense where you have capital letters or lowercase letters and you just don't pay and they come and throw you in jail. This is about legal stuff. This is about how to do things legally, how to do things morally, to keep more of your own money, to build your wealth faster, to live a life that you want and that most people can only dream of. But if you want that, if you want to be different, if you want to be in that top 0.1% of people with more freedom and more money and more of all the stuff that we want, you have to do something to change. And people will come and they'll say, hey, I'm pretty comfortable where I live. And yeah, I have a lot of employees here in the country and our customers like to hear from the employees in the country. I don't really want to move the employees anywhere else. And I'm pretty happy with everything the way it is. That's not a recipe for success in going offshore. I'll ask someone, hey, are you willing to move overseas? If you're willing to move overseas, we have the easiest possible scenario, at least if you're willing to move overseas for a good part of the time. We have the easiest possible scenario to legally let you choose your own tax rate, whether that's 0, 2, 5, whatever it may be. But that involves you moving. Maybe you've got a business partner and they can move and we can kind of separate the business and reduce the taxes that way. Maybe you have some employees and we can build different parts of the operation. We can offshore something. Maybe you have some legitimate intellectual property that someone can manage in another country. But something has to change. If you want a second passport, you've got to go. You've got to get in a plane. If you want an offshore bank account, you've got to go. You've got to fill out the forms. No one can do this stuff for you. If there was a way just to keep doing everything that you're doing, to change nothing, to just say, hey, I'm totally cool and complacent with everything that's happening right now, but somehow you just got to keep all of your money, but everyone else paid, everyone else would be doing that, right? There's a reason that a lot of people don't want to go offshore because society has told us that if you ever leave the country, that's bad. Or if you ever put your money in another country, that's bad. Or it's not patriotic to go and set up a company somewhere else, or even to hire workers in another country. That's not patriotic. You should be hiring your own country's people. Those are the tools that society uses to keep people in the system. And if you live in a country like Montenegro where you pay 9% tax, then cool, I guess you just pay 9% tax. And quite frankly, if I grew up with 9% tax, I'd probably still be there. But if you're sick and tired of the way you're being treated, if you're tired of paying so much of your money, if you're tired of not having the freedom if you want, if you're tired of not having the life that you want, then something's got to change. This is no different than anything else that you want to change. And the way that you succeeded when you started your business, the way that you succeeded in becoming successful and becoming that 6 or 7 or even 8-figure earner, the reason that you created the wealth that you did was because you did what everyone else wasn't willing to do. You and I know there's no one out there who has earned success who didn't do it by working their face off. They put in the hours, they put in the time, they grinded, and many of us still do that. That's why you are where you're at. The same principle has to apply to going offshore. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some change. It's going to take doing something different that most people aren't willing to do to earn all the benefits. We talk about go where you're treated best, and when I say go where you're treated best, I mean that there's no perfect place. Best never meant perfect. It simply meant Best is better than better, and better is probably better than where you're at right now. Taking advantage of going where you're treated best, but that doesn't mean that there won't be something you have to give up. But for me, the good outweighs the bad. Doesn't mean there's not any bad. It just means that you have to be willing to make a trade, to make a choice, to make some kind of adjustment in your life to get all the extra benefits. I'm here to push you. I'm here to tell you that the benefits do outweigh the downsides. I'm willing to tell you that I don't want to go back, but I am here to push you to say, stop being complacent. Stop thinking that you have some magic secret or that somehow you're different and that you're better and you just get to keep doing what everyone else is doing, except you're not going to pay, except you're going to be free while all the other people just keep doing all the stuff you don't want to do. You've got to change. You've got to do something that is different. And when you do that, and when you come into our world at Nomad Capitalist, I believe that you'll never turn back, but you just have to take that first step, and then another, and then another. Hi, I'm Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist. I wrote this book, which you can find on Amazon, to distill a lot of the stuff we talk about in these videos and a lot of the stuff I've learned over the last decade plus traveling all around the world, teaching you about how to legally reduce your taxes, build your personal freedom, and create wealth faster. Definitely get a copy of this book if you want to learn more. Now, if you want to watch more videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel and make sure you click the notifications bell so you never miss one of our new videos with more tips on how to go where you're treated best. And if you're already a 6- or 7-figure entrepreneur and you'd like to put these strategies in place for yourself, go to nomadcapitalist.com and learn about how I can help you.